Hello, everyone. This is Omar from the third rail. I hope everybody's doing fine. We're having a beautiful, beautiful day. Sorry I've been absent. Happy Sunday, I guess you want to call it. Happy Sunday. Today is Sunday, the 23rd or 22nd of June. School is almost over in the United States. In New York and other cities, it's been over already. Today we're going to talk about a few things. We're going to about talking about the lynching of Jamal Bowman, an African American who is in Congress, who AIPAC, the Jewish lobby group, has declared war on, and has spent more than $23 million to defeat him in New York City. We're going to talk about Hezbollah and Israel. They're about to go at it, and the good news is, there's no good news in war. When you come and look at what the Houthis demand and Hezbollah's demand has been, it's very simple. And the Iraqi resistance, all these groups, all these non-state actors have been stop the war in Gaza. We stopped shooting at you. You stop, we stop. But we cannot let you go on and in this day and time and genocide 46,000, 50,000 Palestinians. If America doesn't have the balls to stop it, because we are scared of Israel and the Israeli lobbyists in the United States and Israeli money or Jewish money in the United States from Jewish billionaires. I mean, why are we still pretending? I mean, let's stop pretending this game. That there's a difference between Zionists and those who support Israel. I mean, AIPAC, the American the American Israeli Political Committee, whatever the fuck their name is a domestic organization. So what that means is it's a Jewish organization. It's a Jewish lobbying group. It is Jewish money and other people's money that use this vehicle to defeat anybody who's anti-Israel. Its main purpose is only Israel. It spends $100 million every election cycle to make sure that everybody stays in check. As if the United States Congress and the United States political parties, they have no free will. They have no free will to decide. Imagine that you're being propped up like the person who's running against Jamal Bowman in New York, just because Jamal Bowman did not wanted a ceasefire. So you gotta ask yourself what's going on. And let's look at this couple of videos here, then we'll have a conversation, I hope. Hang around with me, man. Hang around. Is this it? No, did he? All right, here you go.
Where is it coming from? Well, this race isn't...
Okay. This is Chris Hayes from MSNBC, so-called news. It used to be a channel, now it's not. It's only now it runs errands for... No, it's not going to be like that. We're going to be even. All right. Chris Hayes is going to discuss AIPAC and its influence on the election. Imagine out of 435 seats that the Jewish lobby group in Washington, or the Jewish American lobbying group, or the pro-Jewish Israeli group in Washington, is going to spend about $23 million just to defeat one person. It's unbelievable. I mean, how much can this person affect? Let's just listen to this. Let's go.
We already have the most expensive congressional primary in American history.
Wait.
There are 6 days to go until Election Day in New York, and we already have the most expensive congressional primary in American history. It's happening in the 16th District, where Representative Jamal Bowman faces a challenge from a fellow Democrat, Westchester County Executive George Latimer. More than $22 million have been poured into this race. Again, there's a primary between two Democrats in a D+20 district. Why all that spending? Where is it coming from? Well, this race isn't really about the candidates, at least the spending part of it. It's more about the shape of politics in the post-Citizens United era. Just take a look at this bar chart here. Here are the 5 top spenders in New York 16, according to the data firm AIPAC. Both the candidates...
By the way, District 16 is just one district. One district out of 435 districts in the United States. And look how much money has been spent so far to defeat this guy.
Are there, as well as some groups you would expect in a liberal Democratic primary. The vast majority of all the ad spending in this primary, $14 million, is coming from over there on the left from a single super PAC called the United Democracy Project, or UDP. They are the sole reason this is the most expensive primary ever in American history. Now, UDP is a super PAC created and largely funded by the pro-Israel lobby group AIPAC.
Yep.
And it's not surprising that AIPAC and its associated groups are going after Democrats like Bowman specifically. Ever since he gained his seat by knocking off longtime incumbent Eliot Engel back in 2020, Bowman has been aligned with the progressive squad in the House, and he has been criticizing the Israeli government, calling for a ceasefire in its war with Gaza. His opponent, George Latimer, basically takes the opposite positions. He supports Israel's continued war and opposes a ceasefire. And you might think, okay, yeah, fair enough. That is a very divisive issue among the Democratic electorate in a primary. That's what primaries are for, right? But here's the thing. UDP, the pro-Israel super PAC, didn't drop $14 million of pro-Israel ads on this race. In fact, it didn't mention Israel in its ads at all.
Jamal Bowman has his own agenda and refuses to compromise, even with President Biden.
George Latimer is putting people ahead of personal agendas and delivering real progressive results.
Apparently, the choice not to mention.
Imagine a pro-Israeli lobbying group in Washington spent $14 million in ads against a person that disagreed with Israel's war in Gaza without ever mentioning Israel as an issue. Now, there's a problem with that because a lot of Americans don't know where the money's coming from and who benefits from that. You understand what's going on over here?
Israel in any ads was a strategic one on the part of the pro-Israel super PAC funding those ads. A UDP spokesman telling Politico last month, "We run ads on the issues voters are most focused on," which again is a little odd because it is sort of a big issue, you imagine. But it seems almost as if the pro-Israel group thinks that pro-Israel ads might not actually play as well as they would hope in a heavily Democratic district like Bowman's. So instead, the group that can make unlimited expenditures is using its money to attack Bowman, as you saw in that ad, for being insufficiently loyal to President Biden and his agenda. That does play in a heavily Democratic district. The irony, as Slate revealed last spring, is that most of UDP's top funders are Republican megadonors, including Bernie Marcus, the former CEO of Home Depot, Robert Kraft, the New England Patriots owner, and Paul Singer, who also famously took
all Jews, all billionaire Jews who use their money and power to fund a group that is there to displace other congressmen for the love of Israel. Kraft is the owner of the Patriots. The other guy, Singer, is a rich. So there's a lot of money, is being held before. Oh, this is an anti-Semitism trope. You can't say that Jews are using their money for politics. Of course you can't say that. Arabs are using their money. Hispanics are using money. It's just the brothers, our brothers, our Jewish brothers happen to have more money than everyone else, I guess. I'm going to get kicked off YouTube one day.